These are the air horns I'm hooking up. It's Trucks brand. I'll show you the box in a minute, but these are the ones I bought off Facebook. Don't buy them off Marketplace. But anyways, I was trying to decide where to mount them. First, I was just gonna mount them on the catwalk underneath my headboard. It'd be out of the way. But then I couldn't decide if I wanted there or on the frame rail underneath here. And then after looking at these old ones I pulled out, they're full of concrete from being underneath, and I'm flatbed, so I'd be off road a lot. So I made the decision, the final decision. I'm gonna put them up here on the back of my headboard. I mean, on the back of my cab, out of the way. What I'm gonna do is, you see this air things that hold the glad hands. I'm gonna take that off, use those 3 bolts right there, fabricate a little plate that bolts to there, and then I can bolt the air horn to the plate and it'll fit into the factory mounts. But I'm gonna do that next. But I gotta go to Home Depot and pick up some steel stock or some type of heavy duty aluminum and drill some holes, make a plate. So I'm hooking up these train horns. This is the fitting and the hose it came with. Little thin ass 1/4 inch hose. I'm gonna upgrade it, get to this bigger one, a lot bigger, move a lot more air. You can tell the difference. You can see the difference in the hose size. Get more air going to them horns. So yeah, so I'm gonna hook them up. So I'm hooking up the train horns. It's super simple, man. Just showing y'all how to do it in case y'all want to do it on yourselves. Basically, this is the fitting. It goes back of my air tank. I took out a plug. All you do is just screw that in. Screw that fitting in. Tighten this thing up. I'm finished tightening it off camera. I'm tightening it up, but it's super simple. All you do, and this is my location where my other air horn was. So this is the wire that's going to control it. I mean, it's super simple. If you're installing it from scratch, I'll show you a little diagram. All you do is I put this on previously. This is the wire that's going to control the electric solenoid. And all it is you just got to hook up a switch to one wire to the positive of the battery to the switch. Fuse it if you want to the switch. From the switch, the other side of the switch comes down to the air horn, one side of the air horn, and then the other side comes out and goes to the negative battery. Just make a closed circuit and super simple. But I already have this, so really all I got to do is push this in. This is a push connector, super simple. All you do is just get the air hose and you push it in. That's it. That's it. These 2 wires, I'm going to, since I'm relocating my air horn, it was underneath my truck, but I'm putting it on the back of my cab. So I have some extra wire. All I'm going to do is butt connect it to these 2 wires and zip tie it all up, and that's it. Run it back to the air horn, push it into the air horn, plug those 2 wires and 3 screws, and that's it. So I'm gonna show you, well, I'm gonna stop the film right now, but I'm gonna hook this up real fast. Probably take less than 5 minutes. Okay, real quick, I pushed that in, that air tube, and then I zip tied it. As you can see, I made it loop, so there's not a lot of, it's kind of hard to glare, but I made sure not to have, I wanted that air line. I didn't want to pull it to the side. I want to make sure it went in straight. So it loops around, then I zip tied it, and there's the line. It comes up, and I just zip tied it all along. Nice and neat. And then it comes up back to the back of my cab. And I'll show you from the other side where I'm going to connect it. So I came up with the idea. I cut this off that piece that was on the back of my truck there at the glad hand holder. So this is the factory holes, right? 2 of them. And I figured I didn't need to make a plate. All I got to do is line this up with this hole and then put it there and drill a hole right there. You can see I started a hole, and then I'm gonna drill it out so that way it'll even cock them to the side, because I want them cocked to the side a little bit to shoot it instead of shooting straight down, kind of out to the side a little bit. It worked out perfect. And that way I don't even have to fabricate a plate, because as long as I can get 2 of these in, that's gonna hold this up, you know. So I'm gonna drill a hole. I'm gonna use this drill bit. Hopefully, if not, I just have to go buy one. Step down drill bit and drill it out. Put it in there and fucking drill it out. I'll show you when I'm done. So there's the hole. I drilled it big enough for the bolt to fit. Boom, boom. You're gonna use 2 bolts. We'll go put it in. I'll show you. I had to move the headache rack back, but I decided to mount it there. When I tell you this motherfucker's loud, this motherfucker loud, man. I was gonna put another set, but it don't need it. Once I get out of the neighborhood, I'll hit it for y'all.